In reality, cruising is one of the most strategically controlled vacation systems in the world. Prices, timing, food, cabins, ports, even your emotions are engineered, quietly, to extract more money and reduce complaints. And if you don't understand how the system works, you don't just overpay. You wait longer. You eat worse food. You miss opportunities. You get stuck with bad cabins, bad port days, and unnecessary stress. But if you understand these secrets in the correct order, you cruise cleaner, cheaper, smarter, and with far more control. This is not about hacks. This is about how cruises actually work behind the scenes. This is Shipverse, and this is your phase by phase checklist of the 16 cruise secrets cruise lines don't want you to understand. Do not skip phases. Each one unlocks the next. Phase what T? Booking reality check purpose. Stop overpaying before the cruise even exists. Secret 1. Cruise prices are not based on demand. They're based on behavior action. Stop booking when prices feel right. Track prices instead. Why it matters. Cruise pricing is algorithmic. It responds to how fast cabins sell, not how full the ship is. What goes wrong if skipped? You book early thinking you're smart and later find the same cabin selling for less with perks. Pro tip: price drops usually happen when sales slow, not when ships are empty. Cruise lines would rather discount quietly than advertise empty ships. Secret 20. Your cabin category matters more than your cabin location. Action. Choose the right category first, then fight for location later. Why it matters. Cabin category controls pricing, upgrades, and resale priority. What goes wrong if skipped? You get locked into a bad category that never gets upgrade offers. Pro tip: mid-tier balcony categories are the most upgrade flexible. Cheapest cabins almost never get upgraded. Phase 2A. Cabin truth perks. Avoid cabins that quietly ruin your cruise. Is secret 30. Some cabins exist purely to be sold, not enjoyed. Action. Research your exact cabin number before final payment. Why it matters. Noise, vibration, blocked views, and traffic issues aren't disclosed up front. What goes wrong if skipped? You spend the cruise hearing chairs scrape or engines hum at night. Pro tip: cabins directly above or below public venues are the most complained about rooms on ships. Secret 4C. Cabin upgrades are not random. They're strategic action. Decline automatic upgrades unless you've researched the replacement cabin. Why it matters. Cruise lines upgrade to solve inventory problems, not to reward you. What goes wrong if skipped? You lose a perfect location for a technically better cabin in a worse spot. Pro tip: always ask for the deck plan of the new cabin before accepting any upgrade. Phase 30. Embarkation day. Control purpose. Turn the most stressful day into your smoothest. Secret 50. Early boarding isn't about excitement, it's about access. Action. Choose the earliest embarkation window available. Why it matters. Early boarding gives you first access to dining reservations, spa slots, and onboard services. What goes wrong if skipped? You board late and find everything good already booked. Pro tip: the ship fills top down. The earlier you board, the more options exist. Secret 6. Muster drill. Timing affects your entire first day. Action. Complete the muster drill immediately. Why it matters. Until it's done, your onboard privileges are limited. What goes wrong if skipped? You miss sail away, drinks, or dining windows. Pro tip: some venues stay closed until muster compliance hits a threshold. Phase 40. Food illusions. Purpose: eat better by understanding the system. Secret 70. The buffet is designed for volume, not quality. Action. Eat buffet strategically, not emotionally. Why it matters. Buffet food quality fluctuates wildly by time of day. What goes wrong if skipped? You eat food that's been sitting under heat lamps for hours. Pro tip: buffets are best 20-40 minutes after opening, worst right before closing. Secret 80. Specialty dining exists to protect the main dining room. Action. Time. Specialty dining for peak MDR nights. Why it matters. On formal or C days, MDR crowds spike and quality drops. What goes wrong if skipped? You waste specialty dining on slow nights when MDR food is already excellent. Pro tip: the worst MDR nights are usually the best specialty dining nights. Phase 50. Port day. Truth purpose: avoid losing time, money, or the ship. Secret 90. Cruise-sponsored excursions are insurance, not experiences. Action. Decide whether you're buying safety or value. Why it matters. Cruise lines wait for their own excursions, not you. What goes wrong if skipped? Independent tours can leave you stranded. Pro tip: for far ports or tender ports, cruise excursions are often worth the premium. Secret 10. Port arrival time matters more than port length. Action. Disembark early or very late, never mid-window. Why it matters. Crowds peak in the middle. What goes wrong if skipped? You wait longer, see less, and pay more. Pro tip: early explorers get better taxes, guides, and empty attractions. Phase 60. Monet extraction system. Purpose: stop bleeding money onboard. Secret 11. Onboard credits are psychological traps. Action: treat onboard credit as already spent money. Why it matters: credits push you into buying things you wouldn't normally buy. What goes wrong if you overspend beyond the credit amount? Pro tip: use credits for gratuities or services you already plan to buy. Secret 12. Daily gratuities are adjustable, but timing matters. Action: review gratuities mid-cruise, not at the end. Why it matters: end of cruise lines and pressure discourage changes. What goes wrong if you pay full gratuities even for poor service? Pro tip: adjustments are easier before the final night. Phase 70. Entertainment and scheduling purpose. Get the best shows with minimal effort. Secret 13. Show quality varies by performance time. Action: choose late shows when possible. Why it matters: cast energy improves after opening performances. What goes wrong if you see rushed or underwhelming shows? Pro tip: opening night shows are often dress rehearsals in disguise. Phase 80. Health and comfort control purposes. Stay functional, not miserable. Secret 14. Ships manage illness quietly, not transparently. Action: wash hands obsessively and avoid peak buffet hours. Why it matters: illness spreads fastest through shared utensils. What goes wrong if cabin quarantine ruins cruises silently? Pro tip: hand-washing stations are placed where outbreaks historically begin. Secret 15. Motion sickness is easier to prevent than cure. Action: take preventive measures before symptoms appear. Why it matters: once nausea starts, recovery is harder. What goes wrong if you lose entire sea days? Pro tip: midship, lower decks feel the least motion. Phase 9. Disembarkation advantage purpose. End the cruise smoothly. Secret 16. Self-assist disembarkation is the fastest exit. Action: carry your own luggage off the ship. Why it matters: you bypass sorting delays. What goes wrong if you wait hours for luggage delivery? Pro tip: self-assist passengers are often off the ship within 20-30 minutes. Final phase. Traps to avoid purpose. Protect everything you've learned. Common mistakes that cost cruisers the most. Assuming cruise lines act in your best interest. Booking emotionally instead of strategically. Eating when crowds eat. Ignoring cabin numbers. Waiting too long to fix problems. Thinking free means better. Cruise lines don't need you to be informed. They need you to be predictable. When you stop being predictable, cruising gets dramatically better.